Okay, everyone, we're going to get started. Welcome to Houdini Battle. My name is Deborah Isaac. I'm the founder of Houdini.School and the host of this show. First, we're going to introduce our commentators. Remy, go for it.
Hey, I'm Remy. I'm from France, but living in Canada, Vancouver. I'm a Houdini pipeline at Method Studio. I've been using Houdini for about 10 years now.
Nice. Nima.
Hey, I'm Nima. I'm a senior FX artist at Blizzard. Been there for about 3 years. I live in LA and I've been an FX artist for about 6 years.
Nice. Now the players. Jeffy, go for it.
Hey, I'm Jeffy. I'm an FX artist at Rodeo currently. I used to be at Side Effects for a short stint. I've been using Houdini for 6-ish years now. I'm mostly a simulations artist, so this is me totally out of my comfort zone. So let's see what happens.
Awesome. Johannes.
Hi, I'm Johannes. I'm currently calling in from Helsinki, Finland, and we have 50 centimeters of snow outside. Although originally I'm German, I used to work in film for a long time in London at Framestore, and now I'm in games. I transitioned over. I'm head of the effects at Remedy here next town over in Espoo.
Nice. Thanks.
Oh yeah, I've been using Houdini for 15 years because I'm that old.
That's great. That's a nice detail, everybody. And Arpita.
Hello, everyone. I'm Arpita, and I'm calling in from London, UK. I'm an FX artist, lead, supervisor, and head of FX at One of Us. I've been using Houdini for maybe 10 years now as well, and absolutely love it. It's my favorite thing in the whole world.
Nice.
And I'm super happy to be here with all of you today.
I'm so happy you're here too. Armin.
Hey everyone, my name is Armin. I'm from Iran. I'm a 3D abstract artist, and I don't have a lot of experience with Houdini. I've been using it for about 2 years now, so I'm gonna get crushed. And let's see how it goes.
Nice. Okay, so now it's time to go over the themes and the objects for what you're gonna do. Okay, here we go. For the objects, we've got a portal, terrain, lamp, and let me clarify. It can be a lighting fixture. Don't think of it like just a table lamp. It could be any kind of lamp, lighting fixture, plant, and a snow globe. Themes.
I'd love to see a snow globe.
What was that, Remy?
I would love to see a snow globe.
Yeah, it's so cute. Themes: surreal, 80s, diagonal, fluid, and don't worry about making fluids. Just think, of the theme, and outer space. Okay. So I need random seeds from the audience so we can. There we go. Okay.
There we go. We have a few.
Hi, Divi. Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9 for the theme, and for the object, we're gonna do 4, 5, 3, 1. And here we go. 80s snow globe.
Oh my God.
This is awesome. Okay, so
What does that even mean?
you gotta Google it. Now this one you'll have to Google separately, I think, but you'll see why. So what does that even mean? We're in trouble. So I'm gonna stop sharing, and now all the players, I'd like you to share your screens. Okay, everyone's on. So now audience, at the very top of your screen, and hopefully you're all on desktops, you can view everybody if you don't know that. So at the very top it says view options, and you can see everyone's screen, and you can switch at any time on your own to see everybody's screen. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Everyone get your timer ready, and on your marks, get set and go.
All right. Well, I don't see Nima somehow, but I'm guessing he's still around. to
I'm
commentate
here.
with
This is
me.
my video feed.
Oh, we see you now.
Oh, no, I
We
can see you
now.
now.
Cool.
All good. So what do you think about the subject? Like 80s?
I mean, I imagine I also was hoping it would be snow globe, but I have no idea how to make
Nice.
it 80s other than making it like really colorful, as we can see if you're looking at Armin's screen.
Okay, let's go to Armin.
Yeah, I'm not an 80s kid. I'm more 90s because I was
Same here.
born in the 80s, but you don't remember the 80s as much. So I don't know if it's going to be more like vaporwave or like
It's just like
for the screen.
saturated, bright colors.
Yeah.
I can't believe the 80s even happened, like in that the style.
Well,
There's a lot.
there's a style, but what I remember from the 80s, like having wood panels on the walls and or like wallpapers that were brown from people smoking. That's what the 80s were. Yeah, just a snow globe. Just make it with ash because it's the 80s.
That's one idea. Yeah, I have no idea what I would if I were playing right
80s,
now. I don't know
70s would
how
have
I would
been.
interpret this one.
I think a 70s one would have been even better, with like
Or 60s maybe.
Psychedelic. You could make it really psychedelic if it was the 70s.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, hopefully
you can
this won't
see
be too
Armin
hard.
is looking for reference, and yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. That comes up on the screen. So yeah.
Like Jeffy and Johannes have started dropping nodes.
Peter's just looking for 80s hairstyles. I love it.
That would be funny. I think it's gonna be funny.
Love to see that. Just make a pig head with like a big or a mullet, a pig head with a mullet.
Yes.
I don't know, but Jeffy. So yeah, Jeffy has already started something, and well, we shall see what goes on, and Johannes as well. Cool. So do you want to? So Nima, usually what we do is we call out a name we want to commentate on, and we spend a bit of time, try to commentate on things, and then we move on to someone else. Usually we just rotate through all of them.
Sure.
So do you want to start with Jeff, since he's the one
Yeah,
that's a
I
bit
actually
ahead?
have his screen. I just brought his screen up. I can see a snow globe shape forming.
Yeah, he's already made the sphere and the base.
That was pretty quick and intuitive way of doing that.
Yeah, nothing complicated, just basic shapes. It's probably enough. I mean, setting up an environment first instead of trying to make some details inside. Just try to make it like, at least it's a snow globe.
Yeah, roughing it out a little. I just like how you clip the sphere to make the base. Interesting.
I just made a circle and extruded it. Why not?
Oh yeah, I was looking at the wrong side of the merge. You're right. That's.
I think I would have made a cylinder, moved it, and it's probably easier
right.
to do.
That's Houdini. There's a million ways to do anything.
Oh, yeah. Just do it in Vex, you know, and just complete all the points.
And looking at Johannes' screen now, he's got another snow globe shape.
Oh, wow, that's quick as well.
More,
it could be a light bulb as well.
Fewer nodes, but more detail, interestingly.
Oh, because he made a tube and extruded parts of it.
I think it was like extrude.
Probably as a ramp on the extrude.
Oh, you just selected them, I guess.
Oh, right.
You
Yeah.
just select the polygons and done.
Every other edge loop or something.
But it's the beginning, so of course usually there's not that much to comment on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
it's
Everyone
expected.
seems like they're doing pretty much the same thing right now, just building the.
It's a snow globe.
Yeah.
The outside is probably going to be the same for everyone, but what matters is the inside.
Okay, so Arpita, is still looking at pictures of hair, and there's a
She is
There's
doing
a
a pig
pig.
head.
there's a pig involved here too. So I'm very curious to see where this goes.
So should we move to Armin? Have a look at what Armin is doing. So that's what I said, usually when you just try to commentate on one person for for a while, just because otherwise it's difficult to
so they can
follow
follow
you.
us.
So yeah, Armin is working on his snow globe base. So he's the only one that I think the other ones made quads based sphere. He made a triangle. I forgot how it's called, geodisc, I think. Or
Yeah, I didn't notice that. That's interesting. I prefer the triangle spheres too.
It does usually render better in the end, but well, does it matter?
Nah, probably not.
Looks like TELUS in the science world in Vancouver.
Mm.
All people that know Vancouver. And it's been using the match size. So for people that don't know this node, it's really cool. It's great to just match the size of something else. So it would just scale your object to kind of match the second input. So if you just need something like, it doesn't match correctly, whoop, it does something for you.
It can do the position or the scale or both. It's really flexible. I use that node all the time too.
I always forget the name of it because I don't do as much artist work.
Oh, there's
doing a pyramid.
putting something inside.
So should we have a look at what Arpita is doing?
Sure.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you were right. Is she going to make a pig head mullet? That would be really awesome.
I think that's exactly what she's doing. Will this pig head end up in a snow globe? I don't know. That's
she's tackling the harder thing first.
Yeah, I guess so. She's like, oh, because making the snow globe usually shouldn't take too long, but she's not using directly the hair system.
Nope, it's all manual. Copying lines to points.
I'd be on purpose as well.
It's got the
Sure what that is.
I love see people that still use facet to create normals in Houdini. That's really old school because now there's a normal node that directly creates your normals.
Oh, rather than facet.
Yeah, I think facet creates them on points by default.
That's right. Yeah, and then
which is usually
normal.
not what you want.
Yeah, if it's like for rendering purposes, then you probably want it on a vertex, but
it's also like a bad habit
to
from
have the data sometimes on the points.
Yeah,
for like vex operations,
of course,
or copying. But yeah, I didn't actually know about that node for a long time.
It's just that usually it's a bad habit for FX artists to keep their normals on points and forget that if your geometry comes from a different department,
they want it on the vertex.
They need to keep the normals as they were, or just transform them. She's going to do a Vellum simulation to get the hair. That's like.
I was hoping that's what would happen. Because it's supposed to be in a snow globe, right? So the hair has to be like.
Oh yeah, maybe she's.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think I gotta say. Oh, she forgot to pin the hair.
They're not attached yet.
But that's going to be fun. Okay, I think we should let her work a little bit and move back to Jeffy. So what's Jeffy doing? Ooh.
I'm guessing people are starting to work on what goes inside the snow globe.
Like maybe something like Saturday Night Fever, but no, that's more like 70s Saturday Night Fever.
Distance from geometry node. I've never seen that node before.
Instance from geometry.
Distance from geometry.
It has
two distance.
Inputs.
It just calculates distance from a line, basically, or whatever is reference geometry. It just calculates distance from every single point. It's like XYZ distance wrapped into.
I see.
It's just XYZ distance wrapped into a node.
I thought you needed to use Vex to do that.
Well, usually you would use find shortest path before, because in Vex I think there's a function for it, but it may not be the best option for you.
Oh, find shortest path. Yeah, that's a fun one.
That's one of my favorite nodes. I love it.
Yeah, that's fun for making like really complex patterns. You can use it for growth and stuff.
Exactly. It's a really powerful tool. I remember making a presentation at Sony, I don't know, 5-6 years ago for Vancouver Hug. It was a lot of fun to do.
Find shortest path presentation.
I think I made like a small map. Well, I had to go to the pub, to a pub, and it was showing the path, but to go to the pub, what's the fastest path?
It's a great way to teach that. I like that example. Okay, something's starting to combine.
I'm trying to Boolean things to keep them in the.
That's cool.
To get rid of the intersections.
Yeah.
See, Boolean is a great node, but it's very picky.
I would say if I were you, whenever I pick up the Boolean node, I'm like, although it is using really simple shapes, it's cubes. So
hopefully it's safe from a crash.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's working now. Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
I wonder
so
what
he's going to animate it as well. People don't have to do a single image. You can do whatever they want. Animations are awesome as well.
I'm curious what those blocky shapes inside are going to become.
Maybe with some colors where it will make or I don't know if it's going to be so small buildings or he's going to make a street in the middle. There you go.
Thanks, Jeffy.
Well done. Should we
quick
have
alt tab to show us? There's a quick way to answer the question. Thank you.
So let's have a look at Johannes, sorry. Well, it looks like he's doing the same thing. I think he had the good idea of templating his
buildings onto points. Yeah. So he's building the scale attribute so that each box has a random height. So he's using a lot of X here. He's got random
you
height.
can tell when someone is a coder.
Yeah.
Usually now they have the attribute randomize, which is actually a really good node to make random attributes. Before it wasn't really there. It was
you had to use
difficult.
Vex before, and attribute noise also is really nice.
Yeah.
And they finally added one for volumes as well in 19, I think.
Oh, that's cool.
You can noise up, you can displace the volume with some noise with just one node.
Oh, that's such an old school way to make. They just added a few points and use the point replicate to just create points around it. Usually people just use a scatter, but
that's an interesting way to do it. I guess it gives them more control. Curious what the settings are on that point replicate, because
I think everyone should look at how he's going to use the bend node, because I think whenever someone uses the bend node, they're like, what's going on with the bend node? There you go.
You're gonna do it with Vex? That will be time consuming.
It has always been a pain for me to use the bend node. Whenever I use it, I'm like, oh, what was the way to use it again? I always forget.
Too many parameters. Ooh, a twist.
So he wants to have something twirling like that. Oh, maybe he's going to animate that.
Experimenting with distorting these points some way.
Oh, I guess he just wants to make snow, but doesn't want to do any simulation because it may be a bit too slow. So he's trying to find a way to make them at least float.
Maybe, but these are the points that he's copying the buildings onto, right?
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
So I'm very curious where he's going with this. Dealing with intersecting.
Me too, actually.
That's how it goes. So, you just
Oh,
keep playing around and see what happens.
I don't know what he did at the top, but it looks cool. He's made some curves.
That?
Nice.
Oh, he wrote that with a curve stop.
Porky.
I gotta say the star looks really cool as well. It's really good design.
Very 80s.
27 minutes, everybody. 27 minutes. Goes fast.
Let's move back to Armin. Have a look what he's doing. It's a bit slow for me to see Armin. Okay. He's doing a proper render. So he's going for a proper rendering of, hopefully it will be fast.
Oh yeah, there's a render view. Didn't see that. It's redshift, so it should be fast, but will it work properly?
You have to ray trace inside, and well, also have to think to make your glass double-sided or have thickness, because otherwise it won't render correctly.
A lot of materials being built.
Mm-hmm.
How much time is left?
25 minutes?
Yeah, 26 minutes.
Thanks.
It's definitely someone that likes to have a nice rendering.
It's interesting that he's keeping the shape of the snow globe faceted like that.
That doesn't bother me.
No,
that's a style.
It's a cool choice. I'm curious to see what it looks like with refractions on.
Oh,
that's cool.
That looks really cool.
Oh, okay, and that triangle inside is some sort of tree.
I think the faceting is on purpose because it is kind of 80s.
Looks cool.
Like it. Did you make multiple layers of it?
It's a good question. It does look, I don't know if that's the refraction or if there's layers, but it looks really cool.
Oh, because it took each triangle and extruded it.
Yeah, okay, that has to be it for sure.
But-
Maybe just with like a very small inset
Yeah,
or
really good
extrusion.
idea. It looks amazing.
Sort of like a cage at the same time as a glass dome.
So should we have a look at Arpita?
Oh yeah, let's see how that mullet is going.
Ah, there we go. We are talking about attribute noise.
Oh yeah, there it is.
There it goes.
Yeah, it's nice because before you had to go into VOPs or VEX and
Yeah, it was always a pain. I think nearly every studio had their own noise node,
Yeah.
but just had basic noise at the top.
I think that's how it goes, right? Like everybody starts doing this stuff and then side effects realizes, oh, we should put this in it.
So side effects changed. At the beginning, they weren't thinking about making like really artist-oriented nodes. Like they started with labs and things
Yeah.
like that, like making really easy to use nodes. Well, before it was more like, oh, you have the functionality, you guys make the actual artist-oriented nodes.
They'd give us the tools, but then we had to do the rest.
Yeah.
So we got some VEX going on here too.
Oh, she's trying to make some kind of clouds maybe at the top of the globe.
Oh, yeah, that sounds maybe a source for the
Or
snow.
maybe a source for the snow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna, I expect a pop net to happen soon. Oh, that's a lot of points though. Maybe she's just going to rasterize them. Vellum grains. Oh my God, not a pop net.
Whoa.
I was wrong.
That sounds really heavy.
That's surprising. Well, it depends on the graphics card, I guess. The OpenCL.
Are grains OpenCL?
Everything in
Vellum grains,
Vellum. Yeah. And pop grains are OpenCL too, but there's an option to turn it off. I think Vellum there is only OpenCL, but I haven't used it in a while. I've never been able to I've never been successful with Vellum grains. I found it frustrating. So I want to see what happens here. Maybe I can learn something.
Oh, we always learn something. I haven't been to any battle where I didn't learn anything.
So she glued the points together. That's
Wow. I have no clue what she's trying to do. It's awesome.
sorry, my connection is a little shaky, so I didn't hear everything you said, but
Oh,
I
you're
heard
saying it's awesome. And I just
Oh,
don't know
there
what
we
she's
go.
doing. Whoa.
Interesting.
Oh, is she
Oh.
trying to cover the globe with some kind of ice? Or
Maybe the collisions are meant to be. Maybe it's supposed to be inside, but it's not colliding properly. But if that were the case,
I think we should let her work on that, and we should have a look at Jeffy. Let's see what he's. He's making some snow. It's cute.
This one with a pop net. Okay.
Yeah, simple pop net with just. I guess they're dying quickly. Maybe with some alpha.
20 minutes left.
How much did you say?
20
20.
minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a good amount of time.
Yeah, because I think they are focusing on what they wanted to do instead of trying to find an idea while starting something.
So he's using pop force to give them some
so that they
Some
move
noise.
differently.
Some noise in the motion, I guess. Yep. And then gravity and collisions.
And I gotta say, whenever I see the expressions, I'm like, how do I use that? How do I use that again?
It's super nice because like sometimes you just want to change. It lets you change the effect of the node like per particle because you can reference attributes.
Mhm. So you have to
there.
write the actual name of the attribute and just pass the value.
Yeah. Well, you can put down the parameter without the at symbol, and then you can put down an at symbol to reference attributes on the point, so that each point can get. I think he was randomizing the effect of the force by ID in that case. Yeah, but when I see a vex expression that's like
Oh, noise. Oh,
20 lines.
I somehow don't know that noise.
Yeah, I don't know that one either. Oh, noise.
Oh, don't worry. Just work on your thing,
Yeah,
Jeffy. There's no
yeah,
need
ignore us.
That's why
you, though.
usually we are telling contestants not to listen to us because it can be disturbing.
Okay.
I was making a small car, I think, like a really simple car.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's like use 2 boxes to make a grid.
That's Houdini. Everybody's seen the how to move a box in Houdini thing, right?
It's still one of the best videos ever made for Houdini.
It's a great one.
Is it the one with the computer? Oh no, that's
Well,
no,
he
that's the
likes-
one with the locomotive inside.
Yeah, it's like a real locomotion sim with like combustion, moving pistons and everything. Okay, so yeah, this is looking like it's some sort of vehicle. I think you were right. Should we check on Johannes?
Yeah, sure.
See.
Let's see what's going on.
More vex inside a for each loop this time. He's going for each of those colorful extrusions at the base.
Just to make funky colors.
Yes.
It's the 80s, sorry, gnarly. Gnarly colors.
Yeah.
Or is it more 90s gnarly? Maybe.
I don't know what they said in the 80s.
Well, even in the 90s, I mean, I'm not really, I was still in France like a teenager,
Right.
didn't speak English at all.
It's gnarly sounds like pretty good. Depends.
I love these colors.
That's because we're older, so we enjoy the saturated old colors. Oh, that's really cool.
Oh, it's
It's
confetti.
a party in a snow globe.
Instead of snow, he's doing confetti. That's fun.
I just used polywire to make the confetti. That's so cool.
So this one's not animated, I don't think.
Depending on how he's made his setup,
But
maybe
it's
it's
a-
animatable.
A lot of
I
these
was
aren't
trying to
animated.
look.
There's not a lot of time for animation.
Hmm.
We have a lot of different people trying with different, someone's rendering, someone is making a static,
Sure.
and someone is, and then the other two are animating snow in completely different ways.
There's so many ways to do things in Houdini. Oh, it's going to be awesome.
That's a fun shape.
All right, should we have a look at Armin again?
Yeah.
So that we can see his render view.
Oh, cool.
That looks
So
great.
the straight to rendering strategy is working out for Armin, I think.
Yeah, that looks really good. It's simple, but really well made.
It's nice to look at.
I don't know what's around. Is it in a ring? It's going to
It's a
fight
good
for
question. Some abstract lines.
I understand. So he's doing that just to add also some reflections that are on the globe itself.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Also
it's
give some
something.
dimension with the refraction behind.
That's right. You can see it distorted through the glass. Huh. I wonder those colors inside, if that's all shading or
Yeah,
there's lights involved in making those colors happen.
14 minutes.
Ooh, only 15 minutes left. Looks damn good. Well, my graphics card can do that. It would die before it would try to render that.
I think this is going to be a close race.
I think so. It also depends on what people like as a style, because there are really different styles. Should we have a look at Arpita? I really want to see the peak head.
Yes, let's see it.
Bullet.
Okay. I see some mullet hair. I see some green stuff. I feel like this is animated. So from what we were seeing her do before. Yeah, I think we were both wrong. It's not snow and it's not clouds because it's green. It's green and it looks like it's been surfaced by VDBs or something.
Yeah. With particles fluid surface.
Yeah.
Which is actually a really good note. It does help to shape your fluid a lot. If you want to sharpen it or smooth it.
Reshape SDF, that one?
Well, it's included in the fluid.
Oh, right. Particle fluid surfacing or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it includes all of that.
For sure. Yeah.
I want a pig head snow globe now.
I'm excited to see this move too, but
yeah, this could be new swag. This could be side effect swag.
The mullet pig.
So apparently Arpita is on the slow network. I'm wondering if she's using her work machine to actually.
I don't think so. I think this is her personal laptop.
Okay. Well, she's one of the Linux users for home computers.
Oh yeah, wow. I didn't notice.
That's mate.
That's that takes dedication right there because things don't always work.
There you go. She's just working on the. Wow, it feels like I'm watching her in 200 speed.
She's going really fast.
Whoa, calm down.
I love it.
Now this time there's a pop sim. I wonder if this is in addition to the grains we saw or if this is replacing that element, but again, it's on the outside.
On the outside, yeah.
Oh, there's a peak. I think she wants them to be inside for this one. But they have to be just far enough inside for the collisions to work.
I wouldn't bother with just simulate some and just keep it in the sphere done. At least I don't have to deal with collisions.
Yeah, it's with particles, it can be annoying sometimes to get it to be on the right side of the object that you're simulating with. A lot of the times you get points trapped inside an object that you want to keep outside.
Yeah.
Collisions and wow, yeah. Collisions with pops can be very picky.
10 minutes.
Yeah, well, you need a lot of sub-steps to make sure that some for each substep it needs to check whether it collided, and colliding with geometry is not exactly easy.
Right. That's I like to use VDBs for my collisions most of the time, but in this case, that wouldn't work very well because it needs to be inside.
Exactly.
So
all right, should we have a look at Jeffy?
Yeah, let's check out Jeffy.
Ooh, file cache. I'm guessing he wants to save his snow. That makes sense.
It looked like
he didn't save his file, so I did. Oh yeah, it's true that it needs to open the file in the background. So you need to save your file before you can use save to disk in background.
I love when they added that feature, though. It's nice.
Oh, I don't even remember when they did that. I don't remember not having it. Maybe I'm not old enough.
Wasn't that? I feel like it was like a few years ago, maybe. But
oh, really? I'm pretty sure it's really old.
Maybe I just lost track.
Oh, we're seeing some karma. And that was fast. Good old Solaris.
Everybody's using Houdini so differently. I love it.
So I think XPU is only in beta for now.
Yeah, it's in beta for 19, and this is 18.5.
Oh so yeah, June 30 is in 18.5 as well.
But I guess you can still do some viewport rendering. I haven't used much LOPS, to be honest.
You can do CPU rendering, but 19 is the XPU.
It's going to be slower. Woohoo!
Instancing little
just shapes. Probably you can put something on it.
7 minutes.
Ooh. Maybe we should have a look at Johannes.
Yeah.
Is it a bowling alley? Are you going to make a bowling alley? That's a good idea. I mean, no.
Oh, that would be, but now
I don't know. That's it.
Now I'm not sure. Is it a torpedo? I think you were right.
No, a Coca-Cola bottle. I love that we're trying to just figure out what he's doing.
I'm sure it's not annoying to him at all.
Now it looks like a pawn, so maybe he's doing chess.
Oh.
Could be anything.
I think you were right in the beginning. He's just not done yet.
I just add, the one stripe, one red stripe, and it's like, oh yeah, it's a pin.
Yeah. Once you have one bowling pin, you can have as many as you want, right? So
yeah. Good old instancing. There you go.
There's the stripe. How much time is left, Deb?
Probably 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
So we should have a look at everyone. So let's have a look at Armin to see what he's doing. Well, he was just polishing his rendering. Oh, damn.
Oh, wow. Colorful.
Someone has really good taste.
Oh,
I
now
don't-
we can see those lines from his viewport. We can see how he
Yeah.
built
Oh,
that.
and that's actually really 80s design to do that as well.
The spiraling triangles.
Spiraling shape.
I'm amazed that, well, I shouldn't say anything. I don't want to jinx it.
All right, I think we should leave because I think we're going to just see his final image now. So we should have a look at Arpita.
Arpita, yeah.
Oh, she's doing a bubble. It's a bubble snow.
Oh, yeah. Some iridescent color.
Yeah.
Looks like we're only seeing one small part of what this network has in it, though. There's the mullet hair.
I just want to see the mullet hair. It's amazing. Poor pig head. He's been abused a few times already on Houdini Battle.
Oh, and I guess these are not animated because there's time shifts at the end of a lot of those paths.
Yeah,
so
or maybe she thought about animating, but it's like
she's simulating
I
for
don't have
shit and then freezing it. It's looking cool though. There's like some kind of slime falling off of it. Slime was like a Nickelodeon thing, but I don't know if that was 80s or 90s.
Well, it would be Ghostbusters, no, for slime, no.
I guess there's the slime and Ghostbusters too.
What's the first Ghostbusters in the 90s and the second? Forgot when they were released. So
Me too. But I have a feeling it was 80s, but I'm not sure.
I think it was 80s.
80s.
Feels like an 80s movie. Right.
All right, we should have a quick look at what Jeffy's doing.
It's looking pretty good for no rendering.
Almost 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, Jeffy.
And now he's like, I can't have my render. He's going to be saved by the reset viewport.
Oh, I guess those were lights, the little.
Oh. All right.
Little city.
Using emission and the shader to make lights.
Nice.
That's cool.
All right, let's let him finish that, and let's have a last look at Johannes for the end.
Whoa!
Oh, nice! It's a
Yeah.
80s party. I love it.
Oh, and it's animated.
Congratulations.
1
Now
minute
do
and
an
17
RBD sim
seconds.
do a rigid body sim for the pins. You have 2 minutes.
No, you have 1 minute.
Sorry. Bullet is really fast.
And he's doing a flip book.
Oh, come on,
And then
Windows.
crash.
Windows, there's no time for firewalls right now.
Oh God.
Okay.
Yeah.
You made it.
Nice.
45 seconds.
So he's done.
So I'm not sure if
Armin.
everyone, because I don't know if Armin and Arpita, well, Armin, wow, really.
Yeah, that's looking awesome.
Nice.
It's got
Yeah.
depth of field on now. It's looking really cool.
Yeah.
And it's a really beautiful image. I can impress it did that in 45 minutes.
What are those
Wow.
vertical lines in the background? I wonder if that's refraction or like caustics.
10 seconds.
Whatever it is, it looks cool.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're done.
All right. So
Hey,
let's see.
hey.
Yay!
So much stress.
I know.
I think I'm breathing for the first time after 45 minutes.
Great job, everyone.
If you guys need like something to just finish your render or whatever, take your
Yeah.
time. It doesn't matter. Like
Jeffy, were you? Did you need to put more lighting in there, or you good? You're good.
I
Gonna call it done?
I forgot I was on 18.5, so I'm missing half the features.
I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah.
So I was
It
like,
looks cool.
I was like, oh, where's the Material X emission shader? Oh wait,
Oh,
this is 18.5. I had like
no.
random colored lights and stuff.
Well, it looks like a haunted 80s snow globe. I think you're good. Just present it like that. So let's go through everybody and talk about what you did. And if the players, if you want to see other players, you should stop sharing and we'll share one at a time. I'm looking at Armin's first. So go ahead, Armin, tell us about this. This is gorgeous.
Oh, thanks. So I was sure I didn't have enough time to like really do something complex because my mind doesn't work that fast. So I decided to focus on rendering. It's pretty basic. I'm just creating a globe. I'm extruding it twice to get like these edges. I'm using match size all over the project to kind of place everything on top of each other. I have this tree thingy inside, which I kind of got inspired by this image.
Oh, yeah.
I thought
well
it looked
done.
kind of cool, so I decided to do something similar. I looked for some 80s colors, and this one looked really good for 80s. And I just searched for like this kind of style, the lines. So I decided to use those.
Yeah, that's really great.
I did like a basic studio lighting, 3-point. I have like a volumetric light up here, very tiny, to give it a little bit of a kick. On our shader, we have a little bit of color in the refraction. I used an attribute I created inside my globe. Essentially the copy num. Oh, I forgot to stop the IPR. Don't worry. I use copy num. I fit it between 0 and 1 to use it in the rendering. Let me actually just put it to actual render. And what else did I do? I have the same background as I have for my setup. So I turn it into rows and columns. I'm using that for generating the background and the lines you can see on the ground. What else? I have a bunch of triangles that I sort of use the copy transform again and added color to them.
I love it. And I love the thought process that you had making this, and it's gorgeous. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
So now let's go to Jeffy.
Let me stop sharing then.
Yeah. And yeah, Jeffy, go for it.
I have no idea what I was trying. I was like, okay, snow globe. I'm gonna put stuff inside a snow globe. And I looked up 80s, and the first thing that came up was a city. And I'm like, okay, that's it. I guess that's what I'm gonna do. That's pretty fairly simple. I didn't do anything complex. I had very little Vex, which is kind of unlike me, but also was like, I'm not going to use any Vex today. So snow globe is just a sphere with a clip and a polyfill, so that when I have to boolean it, it has a nice solid little sphere to cut through. The base is just a circle with with extrusion, just transformed it up. The buildings are basically a grid with, and I use distance from geometry to get like a distance attribute that's far away, so that I can, and I have a z-scale attribute that drives the poly extrude. So if I just, yeah, and I just multiplied that with the dist so that I can get like a street and then stuff on the side. Transformed it, booleaned it, so you get like this thing.
That's cool.
I had a group on the tip so that I can try to get like something that's not a box. I also had another group that was like the sides of the building, and I copied a bunch of grids to that was meant to be like my city lights, which I didn't get very far in rendering, but like the idea was that this was supposed to have like different colors.
That's so
and
cool.
Essentially use USD to say, okay, this is my emission light and volume, and then that would be my light. I am a 90s kid, so the only thing I know about from the 80s is that everything is very boxy, very angular. So the car also is very angular. I don't think this is angular. This is pretty much right angles the whole way, besides the wheels. Same idea. I had like car lights in front, which is supposed to be like lights, and this whole thing would be rendered, and I have the entire thing brought in lobs, assigned materials, and yeah, that's how far I got.
That's cool. I mean, I can imagine those lights, and I can see them actually, the emission on the lights. And yeah, I love the city that's carved in that globe. That's super cool.
Yeah, it could have been better, but definitely for
no, it's great. You did
I just
great.
wish you had like 5 more minutes and 19.
I
like,
know,
you would have
right?
been able to finish it.
Yeah, most of the time I was like, wait, where is this feature?
I can see it. I can see it. And it's neat because the buildings look kind of distorted by the way you booleaned it. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, the distortion is
the
from
final
the
version.
Yeah, I think you should keep
Please
going.
do render it.
Bring it
Yeah,
in
do
19.
render it.
Bring it into 19 and see what I can do.
Exactly. Exactly. Awesome. Let's go to Johannes now.
Yes, I think I got to share again.
Yep.
Share. Here we go. Wow, that is it.
Woohoo! Party! That's so cool.
Look at that.
Oh
That
my
is
god.
cool.
That's really cool.
If I go, I can go briefly through. This is Eternal Spaghetti. I was mildly overwhelmed by all the thoughts that I have when I heard 80s snow globe. I'm like, what are you going to do? So yeah, simple snow globe first, and the that's some funny stuff. Really?
I think it's just your viewport is fucked.
Yeah, so because
just reset the viewport if you have.
I'm packing that. It's reset the viewport.
Go to help.
You don't have that.
Oh, here you go. Here we go. No. Whatever.
Can
Just
close
ignore
the scene view and open it again.
That's what I usually do. I didn't even know there's a button to reset it.
Yeah, that's what I just learned. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right, here we go. So yeah, so I just thought, okay, give it some detail, so it's not just a thing. So I don't even know why I went so complicated, but they had to have different colors. So I did that. It's just for each of the connectivity, and then plopping them together. The good thing with the 80s is you can literally do a rand for the color, and you will always have colors that kind of match. I think that's what people did back then. That's the globe. It's a sphere. What was the other stuff? Yeah, then I thought, I don't know why. I thought like a disco sign. So I made like this kind of star thing, and then I drew party. So, and yeah, it's just a poly.
Oh, party. Okay.
Does it? Yeah, it says party, right? Yeah, that's a T there. Yeah. Okay, sorry for my mouse handwriting. And then we do, what is this? Yeah, I thought a cityscape, blinking lights. Then I couldn't think of anything better than really just randomizing the lights. And it's like, okay, there must be some awesome Vex math to turn on every 10th or something. And then, yeah, obviously this is how it looks like, but at least it's animated, so they do blink. And then what is this part? That is confetti. Yeah, so that's really just creating little curve snippets, and I'm running a noise through, so they sort of do those streamer kind of motion
That's
things.
so cool. I love it.
Like, yeah, it's just little curved bits basically. And then people who know me, I just do a lot of Vex all the time. Yeah, then that was a rocket actually, but thank you for the bowling pin tip. Because I started building like, you know, whatever wings and stuff and making it fly. And I was like, yeah, I like the bowling pins because you can really just quickly scatter a few of them and bring them in. Yeah, that is kind of it. I would have loved to do a bit of rendering, but I totally.
Nah, you're good.
That's awesome.
No,
You went for
yeah.
animation
I
instead of rendering.
know. Yeah.
That's so cool. I could see that like in the bowling alley. Like it shows strike animation stuff.
Yeah. And I like the bottom, the black and white, those black and white cubes. They like, everything's in sync and it definitely feels party. Yeah, right.
Wild 80s,
Remy's
wild 80s.
already dancing without the music. I love it. Oh, such a good job. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, let's go to Arpita.
Hi.
Hi.
Let me just share my screen.
Yeah.
So what I went for was a little bit.
Oh, we're
what...
seeing the wrong screen, by the way.
Oh, oops. Sorry. Hope you didn't see much going on there.
No worries.
Up to, okay. 1 moment. Share. Can you see the right screen now?
Yes.
So when I thought of 80s, I'm a late 80 kid, so I don't really know what happened in the 80s, but I can just go by trust that that mullets were a big thing then, and also Ghostbusters and some sort of like slime. So I went for that as a theme there, and obviously lots of retro colors in there. And in terms of my setup, it's quite simple. I wanted to go a little more. I was thinking of adding confetti as well, but because of the sphere inside the collision, like, you know, it goes outside rather than you need to do a Boolean operation and everything to get a collision inside with DOP. So I was like, I don't have time for that. So I just left it there. But what I intended doing was also adding confetti. But yeah, and I also wanted to do a render, which obviously I didn't have time for. So I just gave the sphere some thickness and left it there. And this is my, I did a little vellum sim for the hair. And I actually
Can
want
we
to
see
add
that? Can we just see the pig with the hair on its own?
Oh yeah, sure. So where are we? Classic vellum entering open seal, I think. So hang on. So pig with the hair. Let's see this. This is
There
the
we
pig.
go. That is so great. I love it.
Emo in the front and party in the back.
And he's kind of balding at the top too.
I know. And he didn't really bother combing his hair.
He's on drugs, you know, he doesn't have time. Yeah.
I've seen people do all kinds of things to this pig, but never this.
And I wanted to put little beads as well.
Either.
I wanted to put some beads as well at the end of the, but you know, all these ideas didn't get time to implement it.
That's great.
And yeah, and the globe as well. I wanted to do stuff with it, but didn't get time.
It's great. It was so cool watching you make this too. Yeah, I can't wait to see your file, and really, really great job. Yeah, and how about everybody share your screen? And then now we're going to vote. So you can keep yours up, Arpita, and then if everyone else can share, and then go to the poll. If everyone's on Discord, for those on Discord, you can start voting now.
You make the poll?
So it's the poll on Discord. And here we go. There we go.
Can we also vote?
Sure, why not?
I mean, obviously not for ourselves.
You vote. Multiple people.
Yeah, okay. You guys can vote on more than one person.
Oh, where's Discord? There we go.
I'm always like, I want to vote for everyone, but I have to focus and be like,
Yeah,
okay, choose one for once.
yeah, I'm gonna
We
choose.
had a few times where two people actually had the same amount of numbers. So I was like, okay, gotta make sure I choose really my favorite. I'm really glad that you guys all went for something really different in the end. Like, because it feels like, snow globe, well, there's only one theme. Well, no.
Also, when you see the theme and the object, you're like, oh, what are they gonna do? How are they gonna do that? What would I do? And you don't know. And then you see everyone come up with something, and it's so surprising.
I can't get on Discord, so if there's
That's
a tie,
okay.
let me know, or I'll tell you what my vote is.
You can text me and I'll vote for you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, by the way, I still don't know what the 80s means. So if somebody can help me out.
It's just the style of the 80s.
just the
you know what I
style.
mean?
Like, if you look 80s style on Google, that was it. I mean, there are a few things that come up, different styles, but that's it.
I'm from Iran, so we've never had it here. But also, I was born in '96, so just like
Oh man,
No
I feel
idea.
old, you guys.
I mean, most of us,
Me too, Deb.
most of us haven't really lived the 80s. Like, usually you live the 80s if you're like a teenager, or when you're like a real child, you don't really remember much.
80s style is all like people who wear fashion.
I still can't believe the hair of the 80s. That is just a mystery.
You say that you have huge hair.
Me?
It's the same.
Oh God, I hope that's not true.
Just put a little bit of hairspray, it will look the same.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's pretty much slowed down and we've got a winner. Armin, congratulations.
Yay!
So
well
well
Hey,
deserved,
Armin.
Beautiful
man.
random.
Thanks.
It was
Congrats.
amazing.
Can we bring up the winning image again?
Let's bring
Yes.
up the winning image. Yeah, gorgeous.
Oh, look at that.
Put it on your Instagram.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's even a square. It's perfect.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Really nice,
Thanks,
Armin.
thanks, guys.
It's really, really pretty. Yeah, so everyone, thank you so much for participating. This is always so fun to watch you guys go so fast and, like get nervous and do it. And, it is so fun for me. And I think the audience loves to see you guys as well.
Oh,
So
I forgot to
thank
ask
you.
if anyone
Yeah.
else,
Oh, yeah.
did anyone else participate and do something?
Did anyone secretly participate in the audience? No one? Ooh,
Looks like someone gave it a shot.
put it in Discord.
Don't be afraid, just show your work. It doesn't matter.
Just put a screen grab really quick
It doesn't
in the
have to be
general.
amazing.
Yeah.
When they're going to show it, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, paste the image in Discord in the general chat right now. And then if all the players, if you guys can, put your files on the battle files, that'd be great. So, because everyone wants to see your files and how you did it. Okay, well, I think let's give him a little time to thank you, Ricardo. Yeah, so please post your work in the general and then we will conclude the battle. Thank you everyone for joining us and we'll see you next month.
Thanks,
the
Thank you,
next
everyone.
Deborah
one.
and
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.
That was great fun. Thank you so
Bye,
much.
everybody.
Bye.
Weekend.
Great job, everyone.
Great job,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.